Good morning students, class 8. After a long days I am going to start again the maths chapter. Today's chapter is profit and loss. Okay, so this is a very easy chapter you have learned in class 7. So I just want to make you recall about the formulas that you have learned earlier. So in this chapter certain terms are there that you should know: CP, SP, gain and loss. What is CP? Cost price. Any article or anything, the price at which you are buying it, that is called CP. SP means after buying, if you want to sell it to someone or the shopkeeper is buying from somewhere, it is his CP, and after buying he is selling it somewhere, it is its SP. SP means selling price, at what price he is selling. So there must be some difference between SP and CP. If there is no difference, then there is no loss, no gain. But if the SP is greater than CP, in that case gain or profit you are going to get. And the reverse one, that is if the CP is more than SP, whatever price you have, in whatever price you have bought something, and while selling you are taking less amount of money, that means you have done some loss. So only those things we are going to make in use. So these are the formulas. Number 1, what is gain? SP minus CP. Number 2, what is loss? CP minus SP. Now gain percentage. How to find gain percent? These you have learned, but then also I have written once again. Gain percent is gain divided by CP into 100%. Same way you calculate your percentage of exam also. Loss percent is loss divided by CP into 100%. This is how to find out gain percent and loss percent. Now, sometime you will get a question where gain percent will be given to you and CP will be given to you. You have to find out the SP. Means actual gain will not be given to you. Gain percent will be given to you. So this is the formula that you are supposed to use to find out the SP. 100 plus gain percent divided by 100 into CP. If loss percent is given to you and CP is given to you, you have to find out SP. Then this formula you are going to use. SP equal to 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. First solve this portion and then into CP, or together also you can do, no problem. 7th formula, that is gain percent is given to you, SP is given to you. You don't know the CP. How to find out the CP? So CP equal to 100 by 100 plus gain percent into SP. Here CP is unknown, SP is given and gain percent is given. Similarly, when loss percent is given, SP is given, you have to find out the CP. How to find out? CP equal to 100 by 100 minus loss percent into SP. So these are the formulas that you are going to use for today's chapter. That means the chapter profit and loss. So now we are going to proceed with the questions. I hope you have gone through the formulas. So let's start with the questions, okay? Okay, so I came with question number 5 because question number 1, 2 and 3, these are so easy that whatever formula I have discussed, just put the formula, you will get the answer. So 1, 2, 3, these questions I am not doing for you. Question number 4 is also easy, just I am explaining it. Manjit bought an iron safe for rupees 12,160 and paid rupees 340 for its transportation. Then he sold it for 12,875. Find his gain or loss percent. So here what you have to do, SP is given and CP is given, but you have to add the expense which is there for transportation with CP to find out the actual CP. Means I have bought something using some money, but again I have used some money for transportation, so that is also my CP. I have invested the whole amount, so actual Now you will find out whether there is gain or loss, and then percentage of gain or loss. Now question number 5. Rohan purchased an old car for 73,500. He spent 10,300 on repair and paid 2,600 for its insurance. Then he sold the machine for 84,240. What was his percentage gain or loss? So how to do it? I have done it here. So this is CP given 73,500. Now to find out the actual CP, I have to add the money that has been used for insurance and also the extra money for its repair. So this is the money for repair and this is the money for insurance. So actual CP is, I have to add all these three. So after adding what I am getting, 86,400. This is my CP. So actual CP is this one. SP is given 84,240. It has been given. This is the SP. So from these two, I can find out that actually there is a loss because SP is less than CP. So what is the loss? CP minus SP. 86,400 minus 84,240. I got it 2,160. This is the loss. Now loss percent. Loss by CP into 100%. So 2160 by 86400 into 100%. These two zeros I have cancelled, and now if you divide, you are going to get it as 2.5%. So this is all about question number 5. I will discuss more 2 questions today. Okay. Now this is question number 6. In question number 6, it has been told that you bought 20 kg of rice at rupees 36 per kg and 25 kg of rice, another kind of rice, 2 kind of rice you have bought, that is of 32 per kg. And then after that, both kind of rice you have sold at the same price, that is the price of that is 45 per kg. SP of each kg while selling is rupees 45. Sorry, not 45. Total SP is your 38 per kg. I am very much sorry because I told that 45 per kg. It is not 45 per kg. SP of each kg of rice is rupees 38, whatever may be the kind. Both kind is sold at the same price. Now you have to find out that whether he is having loss or gain and what is the percentage of loss or gain. So I will first find out CP of each kind separately. CP of 20 kg of rice is 20 into 36 because he bought it 36 per kg. So what is the total amount coming? 720. Another kind of rice, that is 25 kg, he bought at a rate of rupees 32 per kg. So 25 into 32, answer is 800. What is the total CP, total cost in which he bought the rice and total amount of rice? 20 plus 25 is 45. So total CP of 45 kg of rice is 720 plus 800, that is 1520. Now he is going to buy this 45 kg of rice at the rate of rupees 38. So what is his SP? 38 into 45, if you multiply, you will get rupees 1710. This is the SP of 45 kg of rice. Now I can find here that SP is more than CP. So there is a gain equal to 1710 minus 1520. So what is the gain? 190. Now gain percent. Gain percent is gain divided by CP into 100%. So 190 divided by 1520 into 100%. So calculate it. After calculation, you are going to get your answer as 12.5%. So in this way, you have to solve the question. Main thing, you have to understand the question and then accordingly you have to solve it. Another question I am going to solve now. So first we go through these 2 questions. You will do question number 7 by your own because that is the same way you have to doing question number 8 here. So what is there in question number 8? It is written that SP of 16 water bottles equal to CP of 17 water bottles. SP of 16 water bottles equal to CP of 17 water bottles, whether there is gain or loss, and you have to find out gain or loss percentage. So nothing is given that what is the CP of one water bottle, what is the SP of one water bottle. So I have to assume X, I have to do it using algebraic expression. So I have taken, let the CP of one water bottle be X. If the CP of one water bottle be X, then definitely CP of 16 water bottle equal to 16X, and this is CP, not SP. CP of 17 water bottles equal to 17X, because it has been told that SP of 16 water bottle equal to CP of 17 water bottles. So what is the CP of 17 water bottle? 17X. Now SP of 16 water bottle equal to 17X as per the question. Whenever we will find out loss or gain or loss gain percentage, the number of quantities should be same. So if I am taking SP of 16 water bottle, I will compare CP of 16 water bottle with SP of 16 water bottle. Number of water bottles should be same. So SP of 16 water bottle is 17X and CP of 16 water bottle is 16X. I will compare these two as CP and SP. Okay, I have to find out loss or gain. So I need to compare the CP and SP. So what I will compare? I will compare this as CP and this as SP. So I can find that SP is greater than CP. When SP is greater than CP, so there must be gain. So what is the gain? Gain is SP minus CP, 17X minus 16X. So answer is only X. Now I have to find out the gain percent. Gain percent formula is gain by CP into 100%. That means X by 16X into 100%. CP is 16X. I have already seen here. So X and X will be cancelled out. So gain percent is 100 by 16. 100 by 16 means 6, 1 by 4%. This is all about question number 8. I hope you have understood how to solve the questions. So you will get varieties of questions in this chapter, and later on I will discuss other questions. Thank you.